I'm putting on my rain jacket and my hiking boots as I prepare to take my dog Bingo on a walk. It is cold outside. It's barely 33 degrees, barely above freezing. It's pouring rain outside. And there's part of me that really does not want to go. I don't want to go on this walk. But I know that my dog needs to go outside. I have to take my dog on a walk. Suddenly it occurs to me, though, that Bingo's not always going to be with us. There will be a time when I walk her for the last time. There will be a time when I look back and wish I could go on a walk with her in the rain. And as I'm going through this in my head, I suddenly remember a thought experiment that I just read about recently. This thought experiment asks me to imagine somebody comes to my door just as I'm getting ready to go do this uncomfortable cold walk. Knocks on the door and offers to take Bingo off my hands. I get reassured that have no fear, she'll be well taken care of. And we're doing this for your benefit. You don't have to go outside in the cold and walk your dog anymore. You get to stay in your comfy home office and do some more work. As I'm thinking through that, I realize that getting rid of Bingo would get rid of these negative aspects of what I don't want to do in this moment. I don't want to go outside in the rain for a walk. But that's kind of the price I pay for the good experiences that I get with Bingo. Getting rid of her completely would eliminate the reason that we have a dog in the first place. I don't have to walk Bingo. I get to walk Bingo. Find out more right after this. Hey, it's Derek Hagan. I'm a financial therapist, and I'm here with another Money Health presentation talking about reframing your experiences. Specifically from I have to into I get to. Okay, right? I have to do something feels different than I get to do something. The I get to frame kind of shines a light on gratitude, on the things that you have in your life for which you can be grateful right now. In psychology, there's an idea called the framing effect. That is, the frame you put around some information feels different. Okay, so if you go find some yogurt that's 80% fat-free, that's going to feel different than something that's 20% fat. That might be high. 95% fat-free or 5% fat. Those feel different. If you're going to sign up for a surgery, you're going to take the procedure that has a 95% survival rate over the procedure that has a 5% chance of you dying, even though those are the same thing. Glass half full, glass half empty. 33% empty feels different from 67% full. And so how we put our frame around things kind of changes the whole situation. And it's really about the story that we tell ourselves. So think about this. The physical sensations, the raw sensations of nervousness and excitement are nearly identical. The difference is the story we make up about that. So, if we're in a situation where we would pay a lot of money to avoid this situation, we would call that nervousness. I really don't want to get up in front of my company and speak about the quarterly project report. I would pay a lot of money to get out of this. Same feelings, but if we told ourselves a story that we would pay a lot of money to feel those feelings, we call that excitement. Right, the same feelings, we're up on the roller coaster, right, as it's tipping over the top, and drop. That's excitement. We pay a lot of money for that. Those feel the same. So reframing a situation from I'm really nervous about this to I'm really excited about this can change a lot. And it's the same idea from I have to do this to I get to do this. Now, when you frame things in terms of I have to do something, you feel like you don't have any choice. You've lost your autonomy. Autonomy is one of our 6 basic needs. And when we've got autonomy, there's a lot of contentment there. There's a lot of happiness, joy. You're living a life that's kind of happy, free from stress. But as you start to lose autonomy, you start to lose that happiness. And it drops, it sinks. When you feel like you have no choices, when you feel like you're a prisoner, you don't have much happiness in that moment. And framing your things that you get to do, the things that you have to do in terms of having to do them, feels like you don't have any choice, and it feels like there's no happiness there. Right? But if you reframe these things as opportunities, right? You have to get up in front of the company to make a talk. I have to get up in front of the company to make a talk. Those feelings give you nervousness. If you frame that as I get to get up in front of the company to get a talk, I have an opportunity to get up in front of the company to give a talk, now that becomes excitement. So if you can get away from the feeling of prisoner, or you're shackled, I have to do something. If you can tell yourself you get to do something, you're going to have a lot more happiness as a result of that. Now, another little trick you can use is, instead of saying I have to do something, or spin this as I choose to do something. Because you have a choice. You always have a choice. I have to fill out this paperwork for my job, for example. I don't want to. I have to fill out this paperwork. If I told you, well, no, you don't. Just don't do it. You say, no, I have to. My boss told me that I have to. Okay, I want you to reframe that as I choose to do this thing because of some reason. Right, so you don't know you're making a choice. That's outside of your awareness. And here's the choices that you know that you're making. If we can increase this piece of the pie by simply asking yourself or telling yourself, I choose to do this paperwork for work because I don't want to get fired. Or I choose to fill out this paperwork at work because my customer is really relying on me. Something like that. But getting it out of the choices that you have, that you don't know you're making, into conscious awareness can help you find the real reason. The real reasons that are underneath there. Now, you might not like some of those reasons, but it's like a mirror. A mirror doesn't care what you look like. It's showing you exactly what you look like, and you can do whatever you want with that information. This I choose to because is going to bubble up whatever's there, whatever the actual reason is. So if you reframe your experiences, I have to feels icky, I get to feels a lot better. Right? So you don't have to go to work. You get to go to work. You don't have to make dinner. You get to make dinner. You don't have to get up in the middle of the night to feed your child. You get to get up in the middle of the night to feed your child. You don't have to go to the doctor. You get to go to the doctor. And I don't have to walk my dog Bingo. I get to walk my dog Bingo. You have a lot to be grateful for if you just pay attention. You only have one life. Live intentionally.